Thanks for watching this portion of Garage Logic on our YouTube channel, and thanks to our friends at Everest Men's Health for supporting this. Go to everestmenshealth.com to see if their team can help you with stronger energy and better health. And catch the Garage Logic podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
There's some really great polling that's been done and printed in the Star Tribune yesterday and today. Crime. In the last few years, do you feel, it's a Minnesota poll, in the last few years, do you feel crime in Minneapolis has increased, has been reduced, or has stayed the same? 73% reported increased. 68% of males report increase, 78% of females. 71% of whites report increase, 74% of black people report increase. And it does it by age, too. By the time you get to age 65 plus, 77% think crime has increased.
I don't even think.
In the last few years. Black voters, 74% increased. 70% of males and 76% of females. And under 50 ages, blacks, 74% increase. 50 plus, 73% increase. No college degree, 72% increase. College graduate, 81% of the people believe crime has increased. If Minneapolis were to significantly reduce the size of its police force, what effect do you think it would have on public safety? Would it have a positive effect, a negative effect, or no significant effect? 20% think positive. 55% say negative.
55?
55. 51% of the males, 59% of females say a negative. Whites, 52 negative. Black, 68% of black people polled believe a reduced police force would have a negative impact.
Read that one again, because that's impactful. 68%?
Of the black people polled, 68% believe reducing the police force would have a negative effect.
7 out of 10.
Yep.
Basically. Huh.
Do you... oh, dang it, I ripped it bad. Do you... do you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of Police Chief Madera Arredondo? 55% have a favorable. What are you reading, Reeves?
I'm aligning our ad structure for the day.
Oh, I see. See, I don't really realize what you're doing, do I?
No.
No.
Brooke, I share your...
Yes.
I share your...
It's always good. Welcome to my former world here.
Didn't know you drove a bus.
Okay, hold on. Let me get in a better position.
So you're talking about the chief. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
55% of those polled have a favorable position.
What do you think that means? I don't know that. I don't know the Minneapolis chief. I know the St. Paul chief, and I don't know why I would have an unfavorable.
Age 50 to 64, black people polled, 59% have a favorable opinion of the police chief.
I think that's low. I think it should be 95 for 100%.
The thing that stuck out to me about when I read this story yesterday was the fact that I was shocked it was on the front page of the paper.
Well, I think it's some great work. It is.
Should have been. It is great work.
Yeah. Well, this is from yesterday. Do you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of the Minneapolis Police Department? Of those polled, 33% favorable and 53% unfavorable. But let's go down to where the black people polled. 58% of black people polled have an unfavorable opinion of the police department. And yet, in further polling, it's the black people who most want to not see a reduction in the police force.
And you saw the story where the brother of a Minneapolis city council person was stabbed in the head, repeatedly stabbed in the head over the weekend.
Do you think Minneapolis should or should not reduce the size of its police force? 55% say should not. Only 29% polled say it should.
And who are these 30%?
55% of males say no, don't reduce the size. 57% of females say no, don't reduce the size. Now go down to black people. Black people polled, 75% say do not reduce the size of this police force. And yet, it was black respondents who were at 58% unfavorable opinion of the police force. So what everyone wants is a strong police force, if I might speak for the black community. What they want is a strong police force, but they want some reforms too. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give them that.
Well, me too.
Yeah. But I don't want to abolish. I don't want to dismantle.
76% of black males do not want to reduce police force. 74% of black females do not want to reduce police force. And blacks 50 years old or older, 78% do not want a reduced police force. And if you're a college graduate, it jumps to 79%.
Unbelievable.
And here's the amendment. Do you support or oppose replacing the Minneapolis Police Department with a new Department of Public Safety, which may include police officers and will focus on public health and giving the city council more authority over public safety? 49% say yes. 41% say no. 48% of the males polled will supports the amendment. 41% do not. Black voters, 42% support the amendment, but 47% do not. So it's the black community, if they get out and vote, they could save us.
Yeah, they could.
They could save us.
I guess that's the percent. These poll numbers are indicating what I've been saying the last several days, several weeks, whatever it is, about there's that silent majority out there that isn't marching in the streets with the yes movement
but
and so forth.
It's this kind of polling that helps us understand that group. When you get to college graduate, 50% oppose the amendment.
But that's just it, Rook. Are enough of those people going to show up?
That was still yesterday. I'm sorry. I didn't get to today yet.
Oh.
I didn't get to today yet.
Well, those are the game changers.
Do you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry? Males, 31% favorable, 40% unfavorable. And it's even less with females, 39% favorable, 33% he's supported more by females. Let's just cut to blacks. 52% have a favorable opinion of the mayor. Only 19% do not. Let's go to college graduate. 55% have a favorable opinion of the mayor. Only 18% do not. And as much as we've had our fun with the boy mayor, a boy in that field, if you don't reelect him, you're in real trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you support or oppose granting the mayor of Minneapolis more authority over the city's daily operations and focusing the city council on legislative work such as writing ordinances, improving budgets? Do you support or oppose granting the mayor more authority? 50% of males support, 46% of females support, 54% of black people support that. That's city question number one. Go down to black totals. 54% support opposing.
Yep. 100% people were support you reading the numbers correctly.
Hello?
54% of black voters support granting the mayor more power. Go to college graduate. 58% support granting the mayor more authority.
So
This is the weak mayor.
Well, you're trying to get to a situation where if you have, right now with 14 people in charge, no one's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
with that particular story, I did not read today's. I did read yesterday's. Does it have the total number of people that participated in this? Because I thought the one that they did yesterday had less than 1,000 people.
The findings of this Star Tribune, NPR News, Carol Evan, Frontline Minnesota poll are based on live interviews conducted September 9th to 13th with 800 registered Minneapolis voters who indicated they are likely to vote in the November city elections. That sample would include interviews with 537 self-identified white registered voters and 157 African-American registered voters. During the same time period, an additional 343 interviews were conducted with African American registered voters in Minneapolis who indicated they are likely to vote in November. They were randomly selected by computer from a phone match Minneapolis voter registration list that included both landline and cell phone numbers. All right.
I guess the reason I'm bringing that up, and I'm not being critical of the Star Tribune in any way. This was a tremendous piece that they put together, but keep in mind that's only 800 people in a city of how many hundreds of thousands of legal voters?
Well, there's a plus minus error of only 3.5%.
Right? Okay.
The margin of sampling error for the sample of 800 registered Minneapolis voters, according to standards customarily used by statisticians, is no more than plus 3.5 percentage points. That means there was a 95% probability that the true figure would fall within that range if all voters were surveyed.
Well, because I guess the reason I'm bringing it up is, did they find the right 800 people, or did they whatever?
Well, you just missed the sentence there, Rick.
No. But what I'm getting at, Joe, is I still don't have confidence that the city will vote the way that we all want them to vote and the way that they should vote. I still don't have confidence in that happening in Minneapolis.
Well, here's how statisticians view it.
Okay.
The margin of sampling error for the sample of 800 registered Minneapolis voters, according to standards customarily used by statisticians, is no more than plus minus 3.5 percentage points. That means there is a 95% probability that the true figure would fall within that range if all voters were surveyed.
Okay.
There's no such thing as finding the right 800 people.
But you see what I'm getting at, don't
No,
you?
I see what you're getting at, but it's not germane to this question.
And let's just say that the city does vote the right way. They do shoot this down. This isn't going away.
Oh, I don't think
They're
so.
going to shove it down our throats again next year if they don't get their way. Because how did you phrase it last week? Democracy to these people is them getting their way.
Yeah. Do you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of the Minneapolis City Council? 48% of males, no. 41% of females, no. Let's go to black people.
Only 48?
Right. Let's go to black voters. 28% unfavorable, 36% favorable. College graduate, 35% unfavorable. Who do you trust more to make decisions about the future of the Minneapolis Police Department? The mayor or city council? The mayor, 39%, city council, 42%.
Oh, my God.
Black voters, the mayor, 38%, city council, 35%. College graduate, 40%, mayor, 38%, city council.
So what that tells me, the first number you read in relation to the city council, it was, what did you say, 48%? Mm-hmm. That tells me that that's 48% of the people that aren't paying attention, right? How could you possibly, if you were a resident of this city, could you possibly think that they're doing a good job?
Well, you and I can't possibly imagine that, but other people can.
Oof.
Yeah. Remember, these city council people are not elected citywide.
True.
They're only selected by ward. And so they play to that ward's hand. So these numbers don't surprise me at all. Don't surprise me at all. Do you support or oppose allowing the Minneapolis City Council to regulate rents on private residential property? Males, 43% oppose. Females, 37% oppose. Go down to black voters, 33% oppose, but 52% support the idea that the city council should control rents. College graduate, 44% of black college graduates, 44% support the rent control, 36% do not.
The rent is too damn high, party.
Remember that guy?
Yes.
Interesting stuff that really
Wow.
doesn't help us get to the bottom of
No.
anything, but gives you a different look at it.
And you know what else it does? It also shows us that the city council will continue to push their agenda regardless of if that's what the people that live in their district want or not.